What's going on, you guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital, and welcome to the video. In this video, we had the pleasure of interviewing the President, CEO, and Director of Minaurum Gold, Daryl Rader. Minaurum Gold is an exploration stage gold and silver mining company focused on some really exciting projects, so we're going to let Daryl talk all about the company, introduce it to the channel, and I'm really excited to talk about Minaurum Gold for you guys. So let's get straight into the video. Before we do that, the only thing I ask is if you guys do support me, the channel, and all the videos, and kindly explode that like button along with if you are a new viewer to the channel. Haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, but you appreciate constant steady updates in the markets, then don't forget to catch that subscribe button and ring the market bell for notifications, and let's get straight into this awesome interview. What's going on, guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital. We're here with Daryl Rader, CEO of Minaurum Gold. How are you doing today, Daryl?
Doing well, Aaron. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm really excited to talk about your project. So first, let's talk a little bit about the founders and an overview of Minaurum.
Yeah, so Minaurum was formed about 10, 11 years ago as what I call sort of a mag silver concept company. For those of you that know mag silver, it's a multi-billion-dollar silver junior down in Mexico. It has a number of big discoveries to its credit. And one of its co-founders, Peter McGaw, founded Minaurum as a way of doing in Mexico what mag did in the silver space, but in the gold space. And we put together a team. We had very much the same philosophy as mag silver, which is look for brand new large discoveries, more in the gold space than the silver space. And we brought in individuals such as David Jones, who is sort of known as Mr. Guerrero Gold Belt, who was a co-founder of Torex Gold, discovered Los Filos, which is now a 17 million ounce deposit. It's Equinox's gold's largest producer in Mexico. And the emphasis on gold led us to build a company that basically was looking for new discoveries. We weren't looking for recycled brownfields, old deposits that needed more drilling. We wanted the new discoveries, the district scale discoveries that the majors were looking for.
Very exciting story behind the company. So can you tell us about your flagship Alamos Silver project and the recently commenced phase 2 drill program?
Yeah, so I mentioned we started out focusing on gold, but it was during the tougher years, 2015, 2016 in the markets, where we started leveraging our abilities and looking for projects that we thought were either distressed or certain opportunities that not many companies could take advantage of. And we came across the Alamos project, which is a silver project, which is now our flagship. We're on to a significant silver discovery there. I'll just tell you a bit about the project. Where it came from was this is one of these sort of mid to large sized historic silver districts in Mexico that basically missed modern exploration. It consists of 3 historic mines spread over 2 big veins, and it had seen historic production totaling over 200 million ounces, and at grades exceeding over a kilo per ton silver and over 4 to 5% copper. Up until about 6 years ago, it basically looked like a jigsaw puzzle. There were lots of individual landowners, and it took a Mexican family out of Hermosillo, consequently the same family that at the time was putting together Santa Elena and sold to Silvercrest number 1, which became eventually one of First Majestic Silver's largest operating mines. And they took a number of years and over $2 million US to consolidate this district. We then did a deal with them to acquire 100% of it. We went in, as I mentioned, we're looking for new things, so we ignored what the old timers had found, and we just spent about 19,000 meters, 2.5 years of looking for new discoveries and proving that this was a significant silver district as opposed to just several veins. It was through that process that we made a number of discoveries, proved this was a district, proved that there were veins that were missed by the historical operators, and then we finally finished that first phase of drilling earlier this year. And we had planned to start a little earlier than we did. We eventually started our phase 2 drill program in July of this year, July 15th. But between the end of the first phase and the commencement of the second phase, we also came into a lot of historical data on the old mines that we had never had. And this historical data showed that not only do we have all these new discoveries in the camp, but also the old mines have been drilled in the past below their lowest workings, and they were all open at depth. So now in phase 2, we're basically drilling a bit of a hybrid program where we have a rig focused on some of the new discoveries we made and basically quantifying what we discovered in phase one. And we have a rig now following up on the historic mines and delineating how much mineralization is left in these at depth, basically unmined mineralization.
Very exciting time for you guys. So let's talk a little bit about results. When can, investors expect results from this drill program at Alamos?
Yeah, well, what we're looking to do here is we're going to put the results into basically two different formats based on target that we're going to be drilling. We're drilling currently the Promontorio vein, which historically saw over 70 million ounces produced of high-grade silver. And these are not the typical narrow Mexican veins. These are veins that produced over widths exceeding 20 meters in width. And we have historical data showing that these veins continue over 100 meters below the lowest levels of the old mine. So we're drilling that as we speak. Results from that target will probably come out mid to late September. And then we are drilling the Europa Guadalupe discovery, which was a new discovery we did in phase one. It's a part of a neighboring vein several kilometers west of these historical areas. It's never seen historical production. We drilled, we discovered true thickness, almost 8 meters of 1,700 grams silver, and we're now doing 100 meter sort of grid step outs, quantifying how much silver mineralization there is at that target. We expect that first news release to also come out probably mid to late September.
Wow, so this is like a really exciting time for you guys, I'd say. Just a lot of news right around the corner. Besides Alamos, you have a portfolio of district scale projects. Would you tell us about any of your other projects that you are particularly excited about?
Yeah, as I sort of mentioned, in the bad years, we were out there actively looking for distressed opportunities. And one of the acquisitions we made was a project called the Taviche project, which is an entire silver district in southern Mexico. It's directly neighbors Fortuna's Silver San Jose mine. That's Fortuna's largest operating silver mine. It has a small current resource on it, but it hasn't been drilled to depth. There's been about 8 million spent on the project. That's something that we're just currently advancing. We also own what's called the Santa Marta VMS district. It is a high-grade gold copper, an entire district that we control in southern Mexico. It's something for your viewers that can look on our website, but we've had noted experts such as Dr. Jim Franklin, who is sort of the godfather of VMS systems. He came down, said this is the best undrilled VMS he's seen in his 50-year career. We've had individuals like David Lowell of copper porphyry fame, a founder of Equinox Gold, who came down and subsequently at a Sprott conference here in Vancouver stated that in his opinion there's a 50% chance of there being a major mine there. That's a big project. We're just drill permitting it right now, and as soon as we receive the permits, hopefully later this year, we'll also mobilize a drill there. But ultimately, 90% of our time and money is focused at Alamos, and our plan at Alamos is simply to advance it as far as we can take it, and then either monetize it, spin it off, or bring in a major as a partner to advance it to the production stage.
Very exciting time for the business. So Minaurum has attracted a strong shareholder base. Can you talk a little bit about who your shareholders are or who is betting on you guys?
Because of sort of our earlier stage nature, which we've now begun to advance in the last couple of years with Alamos, we attracted more of a European following to our stock originally. And that was simply because the European investors are stickier money. They like to see companies develop. They like to back teams that have done this before. And we came with our pedigree over to Europe, and we raised a lot of money from generalist funds, private equity groups, and they've been big investors in Minaurum since the beginning. More recently, though, we've begun to diversify a bit back into the North American markets. We have a banking relationship with groups such as Claris, 8 Capital, and Agentis. We actually have analyst coverage by Michael Gray out of Agentis Financial. But they brought a bigger institutional presence into the North American markets. So as of today, we have groups such as the SILJ, Silver Junior Producers ETF, listed on the New York Stock Exchange, as a fair-sized holder of Minaurum shares. Eric Sprott, Mr. Silver, of course, is a shareholder, along with Sprott Asset Management and Sprott USA. Rick Rules Group has a good position. So we're starting to get a bigger following here, especially in the US, and it is our goal over the next 2 to 3 years to upgrade to a main board listing, i.e. a New York Stock Exchange listing, just to get the public profile of the company up.
That's fantastic. So, what's the best way for investors to get in touch with you guys or learn a bit more about the company?
The best way is our website is up to date. We have a lot more information on our projects, as well as you can link to our most recent presentation. In addition to that, we have a great YouTube channel that has interviews with industry experts, not just about Minaurum, but about industry fundamentals, economics, different questions about geology from experts such as Brent Cook and Joe Mazumdar and other noted specialists in the mining space. And on our website, I'd encourage you to link up with Sunny Panu, our investor relations and corporate development manager. I'd be happy to answer any of your questions. And you can find all that info at www.minaurum.com.
Well, thank you so much, Daryl. It's been a pleasure, and I look forward to those results and covering the company as you guys move forward with your projects.
Great. Thank you, Aaron.
All right, guys, that wraps up the video. Thank you so much for watching. Drop those comments below. Let me know what you think. And always remember, Departures Capital is for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell a stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you're making your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. We'll see you guys in our next video.